And now, the most homemade lighting kit ever created. Alright, so basically I got this rolling luggage carrier. I guess it's for throwing in your clothes and going to Disney World or whatever. But basically, in the outside pocket, I've got 3 umbrellas and light stands. So I've got light stands, or umbrellas all in there, plus 3 different light stands, all in this outside pocket. It's got a handle here, which is great for rolling it. It's pretty heavy, alright, so let's not lie, this thing is insanely heavy. So let's take a look inside, and I'll show you what else I got in here. Open it up, got a piece of foam here in between the 2 sections. Now let's talk about my magical trip to the auto parts store to get these lights. So there's 2 straps, which is pretty helpful actually. And then I've got 3 500 watt halogen lights, and I know these are more yellow on the color spectrum scale, so we'll talk about that in a second. But I got 3 of these in here, 1, 2, 3, and then I've got 3 250 watt versions that I can use for like a spot on the back of the wall or in the back of someone's head, something like that. So I got 3 of these in there, which are also really good. Then I've got another bag. This also came with the set, pretty cool, and this one has lots of other tricks. So I've got light stand bulb light holders with an umbrella clamp. So I've got 2 of those for 2 of the light stands. Then I've got some halogen. I think these may have been for a desk or a dining room fixture or something, but anyway, I've got these bulbs and halogens, and these gooseneck lights actually turn out really awesome. They've got a much more natural daylight color spectrum, and the gooseneck, you can position them just about anywhere. I've got a little clamp on it, so surprising how like simple that is and how non-photo-y it seems, but it looks really cool when you use it. So I got 2 of those in there, plus some extra light bulbs. On this side, in this magically protected mesh portion, I've got like a kind of like a makeup kit thing, you know, for actors. It's got comb and a mirror and stuff like that. So I threw that in there. Always good to have. Then I've got 2 giant quad outlet 25-foot retractable power cord things. These have been the best thing I ever bought. If they're probably like 20 bucks each, these have been crazy helpful. Always use them. So I got 2 of those in here for plenty of juice. Got a homemade snoot for some of my 250 watt lights. Got a snoot that I can pop on here in a second, and this is made out of like poster board and masking tape, cardboard. So total cost free. Then I've got some fluorescent bulbs that came with my actual light kit. These are actually meant for photo video, so I guess this is like the one thing that I actually bought that is actually intended for video. So I've got 2 of those, and I'll show you what I do with those in a second. Then in here I've got a softbox, and yes, I did find a way to hook up a softbox with one of these. I'm pretty impressed with myself. And then I've got another little paper scrim, and I've got a ton of clamps. To never have too many clamps, so I've got a bunch of clamps and stuff in there, plus the rest of the stuff for the softbox. So basically, what I do to get a good natural light is I get the 500 watt halogen, then I get my umbrella clamp and my fluorescent, and then I put an umbrella in front of that. So when I shoot, to kind of mimic the Kelvin scale, I shoot with 1 halogen work light and 1 fluorescent bulb at the same time with the diffuser. It seems to work pretty well, gets a pretty good result, and again, for $30 versus $300, not a bad setup. So this is all the stuff in my homemade light kit. I can fit even more. I can fit a background sheet in here, extra light bulbs, plus maybe some props or something. So all goes in here, all rolls up. Pretty cool. Not bad for like $100 for all this stuff. Alright, pretty awesome. If you've made your own, I want to see it. Let's take a look.